Hey, this is Adam with Fendrick Drone Solutions, and today we're making a video about our spray drone trailer. Previously we put out a video about our truck setup, and now it's the trailer's turn. So the reason we're making a video is just to give you guys some ideas. Maybe you guys will find some things that you like about the setup or that you don't like, and just give you guys some ideas of how you can create your own. And the reason why this is so important is we believe just as important as a spray drone itself is how you get that drone to the field, how you fill it, how you create your chem loads, and how you keep that drone in the air. So here is a trailer setup. Now to start, some of the positives of having a trailer setup is that as long as you got a pickup that can pull it, you can get the trailer to the field. So in each 3/4 ton or ton trailer or truck, you can hook onto this trailer and you can go. So if you have mechanical issues with your truck, chances are you can find a different truck and you can keep going and it won't keep you out of the field. Another thing that's a positive is the water carrying capacity. On this one we have an 1,100 gallon tank on it. That's plenty of water to keep one drone going all day, and even plenty of water to keep 2 drones busy as well. Another advantage is just the space that you have. As you can see back here, we could set a chem tote on here for some bulk chemical, and then we can meter it in so you don't have to work with jugs as often. And also another advantage of the trailer is you can make it as big as you want. You can make it big enough to support 2 drones instead of just 1. So that's some of the positives. Some of the negatives is that it's just not quite as handy to get around logistically. You kind of have to park on the road no matter what. Not as good for some pasture situations where you might need to drive out into the field in order to keep connection with your drone. But other than that, that's really the big negative of the trailer. All right, so just in general, this trailer is a 20-foot car trailer with a 4-foot dovetail. We got 2 8,000-pound axles. Our tires are 14 ply. I believe they're 17.5 inch, and they're 8-bolt hubs. I probably wouldn't go less than 8,000-pound axles. It all depends on the water you're carrying, of course, but I think the beefier the better in most of these situations. So if you go to the back, of course, we had a car trailer available to us, so it comes with this dovetail. We just used some plywood and some boards, and we made this level out, and we put our generators back here. We kind of wanted our generators to be a little farther away from us just because they make a lot of noise. So our generator's up here, and our pilot area is all the way up front. So we do have to run extension cords to our charger box. We just bought really big, highly rated extension cords, so we haven't noticed any inefficiencies with our chargers at all, and it seems to be working for us. But you could have it professionally wired in, but we're getting away with just the long, I believe they're 50-foot extension cords. Now we actually have 2 generators on our trailer. This is the Westinghouse 20,000 running, and we got a Champion 12,000 running. If we run 2 drones off the trailer, we need that much power, and that these 2 together will provide it. So as I said, this is an 1,100 gallon water tank, I believe. Plenty of water for us to get what we need done so far. This is your round or cone tank or spherical tank. I don't know how you would describe it necessarily, but so we got a ratchet strap on each side, and we got some angle iron on all 4 sides as well to keep that put so it doesn't move or slide off the trailer or move very much when we're going down the road. All right, coming down here, we got our 2-inch fill. We can just pull right up to our water and pump it in right here and get it into our tank. Coming from here is we actually go down to a 1-inch hose, and we use your standard kind of Harbor Freight. I believe it's 3/4 horsepower 1-inch pump that we use to fill into our hot load tank. And of course, we have a meter, so we know exactly how much water we're putting into our hot load tank. In addition, we have a couple hoses that we are coming off this pump, and so it's getting the power of the pump, and we really like that to have the additional water pressure. One of these hoses is just a standard nozzle, And the other hose is, I don't know, I guess you'd call it like maybe a spike nozzle, where you can punch the bottom of jugs and really get a good amount of water pressure to wash those jugs clean. And that's because our pump is on, and we get a lot of water pressure that way, and it works really nicely. So we're metering our fresh water into our hot load tank. And this hot load tank is 330 gallons. This isn't your standard IBC tote. This tank, what we found is the valve is actually on the lowest part of the tank. So it actually drains really well compared to an IBC tote. So we can drain all of the product into this tank down to like a half gallon. And we also like the size of it. So we can fit a whole quarter's worth of chemical in here because it's 330 gallons. So coming off this tank is we run our filter right here. Really nice to be able to have nice access to the filter and to have an additional filtration so we don't get anything into the drone. And we have our cone tank right here. This is a 30-gallon cone tank. It's been big enough for everything that we've needed to do thus far. And of course, that's all getting pulled out by our Harbor Freight Predator 2-inch pump. Coming off the Harbor Freight 2-inch pump is we got a recirc line going back into our hot load tank, and then we have a line going to our hose reel. And we'll hop on the other side so you guys can see that. Hey, this is Adam. Now we're on the other side of the trailer. You guys kind of seen the back of it, but just on this side is we have a gas tank that we use. Nothing fancy, it's just a hand-turned pump, but with the big generators we're using and some of the long hours we put in, it's nice to have I believe this is a 30-gallon fuel tank for us to keep those generators full. All right, now we're up on the trailer. You got the view from the other way. This is just the other side. So we talked about our nozzles. We really like this. This is how we can triple rinse all of our jugs. We get really good pressure because, like I said, it's getting water pumped from that electric pump, and all that water is being metered. So when we're cleaning our bottles into the cone, we're accounting for all that water we use. Helps us be really precise on our water measurements. Another thing we have right here is we just have our gallon measuring cone, and we have our standard hose nozzle as well. Coming around here this is where we ended up putting our hose reel. It's out of the way, and when we go up top, you can see we can just pull it straight up, and then it's out of the landing way of our drone being down here, and it works really nicely for us. Down here, this is just a tote. It's got a variety of tools in it. Whenever you're drone spraying, you want to have your pipe wrenches, your pipe totes, your Allen screws, maybe some baby wipes to keep maybe propellers clean or lidars clean, and a variety of things like that. So now coming up the stairs. All right, so now we're on the top deck of the drone trailer. We come up the stairs and we got this nice door. It's got struts that help us lift it up and handles, and it just goes down flats, and it makes sure our upper deck can be completely utilized for drone landing. There's nothing sticking out that could potentially contact a prop or anything like that. So back here is the pilot's area. It's about 4 foot wide, 8 foot long. It's got a railing to keep you safe, make sure you don't fall off. Up here is we have our battery box. This is where we keep our charger and our batteries going down the road, so we don't got to individually strap them down. We can keep them relatively dust-free. We have them open while we're charging because we want as much airflow as possible. In addition, up here, we got this air mover fan. We like to set the batteries in front of there. We like to keep as much air on all these things as possible. They get hot the way that we work them. We haven't had any battery issues, but we just like to keep as much air as possible on them. Also up here we have an umbrella, and we got a couple different spots for the umbrella holder. That can just help keep us and the battery shaded on the hot, long summer days. So again, this pilot area is about 4 foot. It seems to be plenty big for us. And then here, the actual landing space that we have is 22 foot. Now it's just big enough. It's plenty big for one drone, and it is big enough for us to utilize 2 drones if we need to. We probably wouldn't be able to land both the drones up here at the same time. It would probably be an alternating takeoff situation, but it is versatile enough for us to potentially run 2 drones. So we're using the J150, and this is where we keep the drone when we're going down the road. We have got 4 straps on each side of the landing gear, and then we just got these D-loops that on all 4 corners that we strap the drone down to. We've had really good luck with that. The drone hasn't moved at all, and it stayed up here on all of our long distance travels. So that's kind of the general overview of the trailer. Hope you guys found some things that you like, and if maybe some things that you didn't like. Hope you guys can generate some ideas from that. So again, we're Fendrick Drone Solutions. We're in Salem, South Dakota. We serve, eastern South Dakota, central South Dakota. We do everything from spraying to cover crops, and we deal in EA Vision drones. So if you got any questions, reach out. Thanks, guys.